Hello everyone, this is the first of a few short extension task videos to show you some extra things that you can do with rendering. I've played around and developed my setting here. What I've decided actually for the sake of the images I want is that I think I actually want to extend a few of these walls out. So I'm just going to go back. I'm going to take these walls, I'm going to activate them. I'm going to look at the sketch again and I'm just going to drag this out just so the setting when I take the photos there's no gaps. When I do the renders even there's no gaps there, so that's the idea. So I'm going to extend those out now and I will activate it down here. I can just tweak them because I've not put any constraints, any dimensions on them. I can just drag them out because as I say it's just for that purpose. Also I think I want to be able to do some color in or add an appearance to the ground as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new component again. I'm going to call it the ground. I'm going to then, I can just use any of these faces here to draw on. And I will do a rectangle from here. Just draw that in. Extrude that downwards. 10 mil. That'll do. So when I do my renders, I'm not going to have any gaps now, as I previously would have had in the setting. I'm going to go to render now. I'm going to go home. So I've got a bit of a deeper setting. So when I take some renders of this now, as you can see, it will look a bit more complete. Okay, I'm just going to add an appearance to the ground now. I will just play around with this. I might just go with, yeah, something like that. That looks quite nice. And there we go. So as you can see, there might be, looks like there's a little gap there. I'm not sure if that would appear. Maybe I have to go back and just drag that so it overlaps so there's no gaps. Maybe when I render that won't show up. I'm not too sure with that. I'll have a quick look on the design. Let's have a look at the ground again. I'll just make these overlap. And let's see if that disappears now. Oh, okay, yeah. So you can see that I've overlapped it. If I zoom out, you'll see. And so there's no gaps now. Okay. And what I'm going to show you now is how you can put things on the walls or on the table, basically. So for your presentation, to try and make it look even more realistic, you could have images that look like photographs on the walls and things like that. I'm just going to show you how you do that. I'm just going to put a document on the table here so it looks like the lamp is shining onto it. So the way we do this is the decal button. So we have this basically trying to symbolize putting an image onto a component or a face, and that's what we're going to use. So you just find any image that you want to use. I'm going to insert it from a computer. I saved an orthographic earlier drawing, just a random drawing from another project. I'm going to just drop that onto the table. So we open it. Now we've selected the image. Now it's asking us to select the face. I want to put it on the table. Then we can rotate things. We can move it around. You can scale up and scale down here if you like. I'm just going to keep it to that size though. Press OK. And now, as you can see, I have, I'll just go back to this, activate everything, and then press escape. There we go. I have my image on the table there, my document. If I zoom right in, you'll see that. And then again, just to remind you, you can do the in-canvas render here, which will do a bit of a simulation of what to expect when you do the full render. With this, as you can see, there's elapsed time iterations. You can set this arrow here to how you want that. I might just set it here, so it'll stop, and it'll give me a bit of an idea of what the final render might look like, a preview if you like. And I've just noticed that looks a bit strange. Somehow I've ended up putting my lamp floating above the table because you can see a shadow there. And I've just noticed on my previous renders, you can see that. I haven't looked at these yet, but that's something I might need to play around with, and I'm not sure what I've done there, but I'll just move that down. So what I can do is I'll finish that. I will go to the design. If we have a look, yes, you can see there's something not quite gone right there. So what I'm going to do is whenever I come back to the design platform, I always go tools and select this, just so it gives me this image so the materials and things don't really put me off so much. what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of those things. I'm going to select the lamp itself. I'm going to do move, drop it down. Oh, I need the bulb as well. It seems to quite capture that there. I'll try that again in a moment with the bulb. There it is. I'll bring that back into place. Doesn't seem to be playing the game there. Let's try again. I'll have a play around with that. I'm not too sure exactly in the moment why that's doing that. I will, but that's something I'll play around with, don't worry. All good. You get the gist. There we go. Okay, I hope that's useful. Thank you.